Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time is the one thing we all wish we had more of. But with Hex, time works for you. State your Hex tokens and watch your wealth grow through trustless interests. No middlemen, no banks, just your future secured on the blockchain.
Secure your future with the power of time. Learn more at Hex.com.
Attention blockchain enthusiasts. With Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse Sex, we are transforming decentralized finance. Take Hex for trustless long-term gains. Transact faster and cheaper on Pulse Chain, and tap into Pulse Sex. Exchange for ticket trading and liquidity pools for even greater rewards. Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse Sex, your complete decentralized toolkit. Not financial advice. Do your own research.
Time is the one thing I wish we had more of, but with Hex, time works for you. Stake your Hex tokens and watch your wealth grow through trustless interest. No middleman, no banks, just your future, just secured on the blockchain.
Communication with the power of time. Learn more at Hex.com.
The world is moving faster, and the future is on the blockchain. Pulse chain, name fast, eco-friendly network that's built to scale with lower fees, faster transactions, and full Ethereum system state copying is the next generation of blockchain technology.
For the time and the position, refer to international pivot pulsechain.com.
You are listening to Pulse Wave 5, blockchain rhythms for decentralized minds.
When music meets blockchain, you get Pulse Wave Vibe, the ultimate audio experience.
Good morning. Have you heard about Pulse Wave Vibe?
It's the freshest weekday music show mixing blockchain beats with community vibes.
Blockchain music sounds different. How does it work?
It's more than music. It's a movement. We're dropping AI-generated art and tunes from hip-hop and electronic to funk, soul, and metal. And well, anything really.
Plus, you could tune in, jam out, suggest tracks, and even share your own artwork.
Sounds interesting. What's this all got to do with blockchain?
Glad you asked. It's powered by the Pulse Chain community.
Pulse Chain is the future of decentralized finance, the perfect synergy of tech and tunes.
Well, you had me at decentralized finance. Now let's hear some tunes.
Follow, like, subscribe, and tune into Pulse Wave Vibe.
Protect your private keys or it's your crypto future. Your private keys are the secret codes that grant you access to your cryptocurrency wallet. Without your private keys, you cannot access your funds and they are as good as gone. Proactively safeguarding your private keys is extremely crucial for your financial security. In the crypto space, you are your own bank. Take ownership of your assets by prioritizing safety. The decentralized nature of blockchain empowers you, but it also places the responsibility of protection squarely on your shoulders. Stay cautious, stay secure, and ensure that your keys never fall into the wrong hands. Protect your investment and peace of mind.
Blockchain technology is still maturing and involves risk. Always be cautious when engaging with decentralized platforms and digital assets. Ensure you understand the technology's implications before participating. Not financial advice. Do your own research.
You are now tuned into the vibes of the wave. Pulse the vibe radio. Pulse.
Pulse wave vibes. Keep it locked in. Pulse vibe wave. Keep it tuned in. Pulse chain wave. La 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 la. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Pulse wave. Vibes, keep it locked in. Pulse vibes. Keep it tuned in. Pulse chain wave.
What up, Pulse Wave? It's Friday, and we are locked in for the weekend. It's the last day of Hex Week. Shout out to RH Max and all the Hexicans participating. We're gonna keep it in theme and keep rocking out to some fresh Hex-themed AI music. Keep it tuned in, Pulse Wave. Feel the vibe.
This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. Start con. Trustless. Individual time. Lots. Reward. This is Hex. This is Hex. Next. Community influence foundation supports. This is Hex. This is Hex. Next. No MPs. No corporate office. This is Hex. This is Hex. Next. True decentralized market. No food, no bosses. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yes. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex.
sit down. Oh, in this gentle age, community connected by gold. Try to go well. Yeah, it's not hard in this gentle age. Community clock that by gold. Ride the boat way. I said, ride the boat way. Yeah, ride. So that's the good there. Yeah,
Hit the bell, share the stream, smash the like. Let's go Pulse Wave.
Like the trance with the vein, getting higher, higher until we hear get rolling, got the fire. We about to get you higher, 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 up like the time rise. Feeling up, breathe, getting higher, higher until we are the highest ever seen. Rolling tokens, a lush cash stash. Get rolling, got the fire. We about to get you higher, 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 higher. Up like the chart rise. We lit up, breathe, getting higher, higher. The highest ever seen. We rolling, rolling, got the fire. We about to get you higher, 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 higher. Like the chart rise. We lit up, breathe, getting higher, higher. Higher than you have ever been.
Go to pulsechain.com, hex.com, or pulsex.com if you're looking for that info. But also, if you're looking for the fresh memes, jump into pump.tires. Let's go, Pulse Wave. Pulse Wave? Coming up next is a brand new track right here on Pulse Wave Radio. Feel the vibe.
Slice the chain to see the light itself. Rise up, break down the gates of hell. No deeds of bullhorn, shots full speed. 55 cents, so street, the dream. Sticking in the shadows, waiting for the moment. Legal suits thrown out, market ships closing. Market diamond, the four drops rising. Heads in the jobs, bolts riding lightning. Heads victorious, tearing through the gate. No limits, no masters. Dictate my fate. Rising from the ashes, while they speculate. Crypto's unbroken. We dominate. They didn't like it, penny the fight behind the top. And that's the odds wide, hunger would stop. They do it all again when the bulls race. Until the nuance of my loose sideways hinge. Popping on chain against the grain. By a dip second token, snaky grace. No sin, no chain, no cage to slay. Hex in the block, no change the way. Hex victorious, tearing through the gate. No limits, no masters. Dictate my fate. Rising from the ashes, while they speculate. Crypto's unbroken. We dominate. Shout, smash, burn the game. Hands on fire, burning flames. Fools fall sudden, echoes remain. Digging rebellion, hex takes the play. Slaps the chain to see the light itself. Rise up, break out the gates of hell. No deep into bullhorn, shots full steam. 55 seconds, door screams of a dream. Shout, slash, burn the game. Hex on fire, burning flames. Fools fall silent, echoes remain. Digging rebellion, hex takes the fight. Break the gate, stake the goal. Pulse the chain, hex the goal. From the hate, stake the goal. Pulse the chain, hex the goal. Hex, hex, greatest of all tokens. Hex, hex, greatest of all tokens.
Pulse Wave Radio. Keep it tuned in. Time to flip up the sounds. Let's switch the groove. Change the vibe. Let's go, Pulse Wave.
Hire a free and take no profit. Hex lets you stay, earn, and save cooking. No middleman. This smart contracts, time lock, your value. Each good you go, hunting, the sitting, it's advised. Design those will be
Credit games in your hands, time locked. Earn trustless skill, no middleman, no cap, it's the fly. The way it was meant, on chain transparent and built to last. Stake it, that's how we flex. Time lock your wealth, welcome to Hex. No middleman, no banks, no tricks. Just code and commitment, watch it do flips like trustless interest. Mint it yourself, no keys to give. No counterparty stealth, emergency and stake if you flinch. Strong hands win, delay that rat, and the yield kicks in. They don't get it yet, but they will in time. Cause Hex T shares are a new paradigm. Not like a bank, nah, it's the upgrade. No teller fees, no middle grade shade. Immutable script, no edits, no pause. Flawless uptime, plus Hart's law. Trustless by nature, no admin key. DeFi roots, that's sovereignty. Banks print lies, we mint our truth. You lock it, you earn it, how it runs is the proof. 5555, the choice is yours. Hex get a bag and stake it for rewards. 5555, the choice is yours. Hex get a bag and stake it for rewards. No gatekeepers, we moving too fast. Whole swore win, centralized path. Codes in the chain, got the rhythm damn mad. X in the frame, let the doubters get smacked. Racked. like nodes in consensus mode. 1,000 voices from the code we hold. We don't pray for pumps, we prepare the ground. Dollar course deep in the sideways town. While there's a hole, siege your guard. We play by math, not a suit and tie card. Old world shook cause the keys changed hands. Generational wealth, long-term plans. For online posts to the conference stage. We the scribes of the chain in the digital rage. In the digital age, cryptographic intellect. Community set for another 10,000x. Galaxy brains set to earn collect. Props and respect, plus a rocket or a jet. Peace, they don't get it yet, but they will in time. Cause Hex T shares our new paradigm. 5555, if the choice is yours. Hex, get a bag and stake it for rewards. 5555, if the choice is yours. Hex, get a bag and stake it. No gatekeepers, we moving too fast. Whole sword winning, decentralized path. Pulse in the chain, got the rhythm and math. Hex in the frame, let the doubters get smashed. No gatekeepers, we moving too fast. Whole sword winning, decentralized path. Pulse in the chain, got the rhythm and math. Hex in the frame, let the doubters get smashed. Rap.
You are now tuned in to Pulse Wave Radio. We are now over 400 songs in the catalog and building. Keep it tuned in for fresh Pulse Chain, DeFi, and AI content. Let's go, Pulse Wave. Feel the vibe.
Trustless and beautiful time live before. This is Hex. This is Hex. Community influence, foundation support. This is Hex. This is Hex. No fraud, no bosses, no proper performance. This is Hex. This is Hex. No admin keys to decentralized market. This is Hex. This is Hex. Weatherful horns or bear claws and fangs. Crypto will start if you don't learn slang. Uh-oh, your ship sank. I am my own bank. When the market pop, Hex on the bank. Hexagons get the charge. Richer heart is the things. Pack a bank. The fire is a full length armor tank. Your wallet tank. Gotta stake to be a winner. Time lock, reward T-share. Money printer, not a project. For this product essential. Gotta see brain, tokenomic, fundamentals. Hex. Say it again, yes, that's Hex. Tell a friend or more over and over again. If it's over their head, tell them number go up. Cause when the bull runs, Hex gonna pump. They're gonna call it luck, but the rod's a magic carpet. Decentralized finance is where my hexagon heart is. Trustless and beautiful time live before. This is Hex. This is Hex. Community influence, foundation support. This is Hex. This is Hex. No fraud, no bosses, no proper performance. This is Hex. This is Hex. No admin keys to decentralized market. This is Hex. This is Hex. Hex got it going on over here. Said it, how it's going on. Check one. Check. Now this is Hex. Say it again, yes, that Hex. Tell a friend on board over and over and over again. If it's over their head, tell them number go up. Cause when the bull runs, yo, Hex gonna pump. When the market pops, yo, Hex gonna bang. Hexagons get the charts, richer heart gets the thanks. I am my own bank, gotta stake to be a winner. Time lock, reward T-share, money printer, not a project. Flawless product essential. Galaxy brain, tokenomic, fundamentals. Hex. Trustless, immutable, time lock before. This is Hex. This is Hex. Community influence, foundation support. This is Hex. This is Hex. No fraud, no bosses, no proper no office. This is Hex. This is Hex. No admin keys to decentralized market. This is Hex. This is Hex. Hex got it going on over here. Check 1, 2. I said Hex got it going on. Check 1 and check 2.
Shout out to everyone in the chat and comment section. We truly appreciate the support.
Yeah. Let's go.
From the start to the end, the stakes are locked. On the chain, cold on the block, start smart. The journey's paved in digital gold. Grip the vision tight, diamond hands hold. Blockchain dreams in a digital screen. Mystery token like a hacker scheme. Better than Bitcoin, whispers in the code. Algorithms magic on a cryptic road. Keys to the kingdom, locked in the chain. Cryptic secrets, financial gain. The future's encrypted, destiny's call. A new era unfolds, watch the market fall. In the world of digits, power and might. Chasing a mystery, hidden from sight. The legend of truth, the miraculous flight. Ravel the enigma, ignite the night. Locked in for the long, let the interest climb. Time is the key, and I'm staking mine. Beyond the standard where the tokens grow. Smart contract flows, let the profit show. Years on the ledger, patience pays. Inflation's working in a crypto craze. Hold through the storm and no see clear sky. Long-term gains, stick a class, win the prize. In the world of digits, power and might. Chasing a mystery, hidden from sight. The legend of truth, the miraculous light. Travel the enigma, ignite the night. Mutable code, can't break the mold. Grab a community, hungry and bold. Decentralized freedom, no one in control. The vision is clear, let the future unfold. Mathematics reigns, set in stone. Trust in the system, it's all self-owned. Enigma is in this strictly designed. Unlock the secrets, let the prophets align. Ways of innovation, still haters who cry. Navigating the maze with the truthless guide. Can't keep it aside, research for yourself. Staking for terror shares of generational wealth. Holding every inch factor in hand. Endless echoes extend through the land. Hearts energized, exit the maze. Elevate existence, add sparks the phase. The world of digits, power and might. Chasing a mystery, hidden from sight. The legend of truth, the miraculous flight. Travel the enigma, ignite the night. The world of digits, power and might. Chasing a mystery, hidden from sight. The legend of truth, the miraculous flight. Travel the enigma, fight for your right to right. From the start to the end, the stakes are locked. On the chain, code on the block. Ending strong, the journey's paved in digital gold. Grip the vision tight, diamond hands hold. From the start to the end, the stakes are locked. On the chain, code on the block. Ending strong, the journey's paved in digital gold. Grip the vision tight, diamond hands hold. Yeah. Yeah. You're talking straight, talking that real crypto. Yes.
Peace, Pulse Wave. This right here is another brand new track on Pulse Wave Radio. Keep it tuned in. Feel the vibe.
greatest of all tokens. What is Hex? Decentralized finance, fuel for the flex. Blockchain CD closing its mate. Still setting the rate, best to stay away. Haters through shade, call it scams and tricks. But the chain keep rolling, stats don't miss. Post-chain expansion, new gas through stage. Hex mass asset in the crypto age. Deep dive through the charts, learn validation. Office risk management, defy education. Stake ladders, build blocks in the plan. Advanced strategies, wealth in your hands. Security tight, Hexagon crew loyalty do. New protocols, innovative breakthrough. Derivative stacks, incentivized tech. Respect the steps, built it on Hex. Future vision combined, blockchain design. Marketing assassins keep expansion aligned. Greater transform wealth, rewrite your story. All founded tools, you hold the key to your glory. What is Hex? This is Hex. Hex bullet stats, let the numbers unfold. 10,000 X club, legends turn gold. Let moonshot pass the ceiling and stomach high. With 7 lines, 0.5555. Full set to run again, watch the numbers fly. Future looking fat, limit on the speed on the sky. The marketing king, the founder Richard Hart. Dropping devices in the street, post shame about the shot. Swimming whales and sharks in electric waters. Don't even bother. Raise make it hotter. When the market takes off, every token's getting slaughtered. Smarter than your average advanced galaxy brain. Come on the arm chain, no blockchain. Look out, we set the dominate again. T, champagne, hard to hold in paper hands. Ready to transform, wealth, rewrite your story. All founded tools, you hold the key to your glory. What is Hex? This is Hex. Hex is the go, greatest of all tokens, better than Bitcoin, better act like you know then. Hex victorious, breaking the gates, smash through the flood with proof on chain. All fought legal wins, single wins of change, except for domination, stage for future gains. Greatest transfer of wealth, rewrite your story. Hexagons get the wins, but your heart get the glory. Greatest transfer of wealth, rewrite your story. Hexagons get the wins, rich your heart get the glory. What is Hex? This is Hex. What is Hex? This is Hex. Hex is the GOAT, greatest of all tokens, better than Bitcoin, better act like you know then. 5555, decentralized flex, greatest of all tokens, this is Hex.
Thank you for tuning in. That is the show for today and for the week. We'll be back Monday with fresh Pulse Chain themed AI art and content. Don't forget, immediately following this stream, head over to RH Max on the YouTube and X platform for day 5 of Hex Week. Peace, Pulse Wave. Feel the vibe.
Trustless, immutable timeline reward. This is Hex. Community influence, foundation support. This is Hex. No fraud, no forces, no corporate office, no admin keys. True, decentralized market. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah.
X Richard Hearts. RH pulse chain. Let's go. X Richard Hearts. RH on chain. Let's go.
This is Hex. This is centralized finance. This is Hex. Yeah. This is Hex. Yes. Hex. Yeah. Hex. Stake it. This is Hex. Yes. This is Hex.com. Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex.com. Trustless, individual time, lots, reward. This is Hex. This is Hex. Lex. Community influence foundation supports. This is Hex. This is Hex. Lex. No admin fees. No corporate office. This is Hex. This is Hex. Lex. True decentralized market. No fool, no bosses. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yes. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex.
Hex.com. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah. This is Hex.com.
Hex.com.
Hello, Hexico. How's it going? Welcome to day 5, the final day, the final countdown. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Let's pump those candles up. Let's get some green candles. Did you hear the latest news on the Fed rate cuts? It was such a joke. I was looking yesterday and saw, I think, who's it put a comment in, Fox Mulder or somebody put it in. There was a bearish sentiment because the 57% of or the rate cut thing went percentage went. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's pump timber coming up. I hope. That's what I think. So I don't like this. Is this like just to buy the dip thing? It's like you just guys, is this the market flooding right now just for that? And of course, come out today and Pal's like, yeah, maybe we should cut. You know, at least that's the quick 5-second Google that I saw. I was like, is this a joke? So weird. Anyways, every time there's always a reason somebody will come up with where a bag's won't going to pump. There's always something. There's always some reason to be bearish. No, I'm not bearish. This is the time to win. Don't let anyone ever tell you to not buy Hex, by the way. Especially if they're trying to sell you a meme coin or their new project, or if we just yell hard enough, Pulse Chain is going to fail unless my token does well. think pulse chain is going to fail. I think there's plenty of people who won't let pulse chain fail, and I'm one of them. So, and I'm not going to let hex fail either. So I'm going to keep talking about the hex token because I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So day 5. If you thought day 4 was a banger, well, get ready to keep on banging because we're going hard today. We're going hard today with Hex Week. Let me pull up the new one here. We even got a debate panel today. You guys got tired of debating? We might even go debate meme coins for like the 4th time. Just 4 more times, and the people will finally get a good picture of the pros and cons. Just 4 more times. Let me find the one here. Got some new media too. Somebody sent. I haven't looked at it yet. I think Mark sent over a new. Have you guys been enjoying that Red Notice video? I think there's a new one that they created. I got to take a look at it and make it see something super special today as well. So what do we got going on for day 5 of Hex Week? Me right now, Tom Gillespie's coming up next. Kick us off from Hexcode to Pulse Chain. Then we got the Communist panel, the most anticipated panel so far. I don't know. Should be fun. Access talk yesterday was super good on hex price history. Oh, I'm excited to clip that one. So should be great. Then we got actuators back. We got C3 Works coming on. Sloth as well. Sloth's going to be here a lot today, I have a feeling. And we may even have some amazing Sigma talk, some amazing Hedron Icosa stuff, some latest stuff that you've never seen before. So stick around for that. So we got actuator panel. C3 has tried his best not to talk about actuator the last the couple days he was on as far as hex strategist stuff go. Now we're going full actuator today. Hex good old days panel. Hopefully we'll have Big Kurkowski back for that one as well. Captain RG3 should be fun. Corey, Hex Optimal, if you're out there and want to join, let me know. Should be fun. And then Hex Bulls only part Dukes, part Duex, part 2 with Crypto Kong. That should be fun as well. Kong is back. Like I said, we got some Hedron. Do you remember Hedron Icosa? Remember the V2? Remember the Alex, what was somebody call him? Alex Magic Beard. Hopefully he'll make an appearance in Hexco again at some point as well. And then we got, I kind of just combined the Hedron Icosa Maximus panel for that. That whole segment may turn into latest Sigma deep dive. I don't know. We'll see what Sloth wants to do on that, but I definitely would like to talk about it. And then Hex Liquidity. Sloth's going to tell us how liquid the Hex token is. Hex Debate panel. Set aside an entire hour for this. So hopefully we'll at least get to 2 topics. We'll be already asked Pedro if you want to talk about memes again, Hex versus memes. So we'll see if he wants to do that. It should be fun. And then we got Kyle Cruz coming back for Super Steak. Talk about that. And then Hex Moon Math. Hopefully Hex Moon Math. And then the Hex panel closing out the week. Hopefully John Wick will come back for that one as well if you'd like to, and have some great panels for that. So I'm excited. Are you ready for around 7 hours more of Hex Week to round things off? Whew, it's been an amazing one so far. So I appreciate all your support out there, participation, all the speakers. Live chat's been great too. You guys have been, I want to say you're witty. You are generous with your comments and appreciate that as well. And positive. I haven't seen a lot of bearish chat. I guess I really haven't looked at a lot of chat that much either, but either mods are doing their job or people are just coming here if they want to support the Hex token and the builders and amazing people we have in the panel. So let's do the bullish piece real quick before we get into the first speaker. So I don't know. Tell me, chat, what do you think is bullish about the ecosystem? What right now do you feel? I mean, I had a few different things I was thinking about for this one. One I was thinking about was the fact that you're still here and how our entire community, and some people came and went and all that stuff too, but the fact that I could still get 100 people on YouTube to watch a Hex event, and however many on X and all that stuff too. Pretty cool, pretty interesting, pretty bullish, I think too. And So you got the community, you got the liquidity. I'm sure we'll talk about low liquidity and maybe sloth. We'll get into that today a little bit more. We talked about, me and Axis talked a little bit about it yesterday too. So you got that. Oh, you got the anticipated return of Richard Hart, which may or may not ever happen. But boy, if it does, I think the internet might just break. It might just break. It'd be that. It's gonna be that lit. Pretty good. Again, there's all kinds of techniques you could talk about. The T-share rate going up. You could talk about all the different protocols we've talked about. We'll get into more protocols today. And how many different protocols have we had on this Hex week so far? It's got to be that we've mentioned or talked about. I think we're talking about at least 3 or 4 today that we talked about. Quite a few already. So will we have talked about 10? Close to 10 protocols built on Hex so far? That's pretty bullish. I don't know. Number of stakers, number of holders. Actually, let's look at the number of holders. That's something I never really look at. I'm going to gorealdefi.com, one of my favorite websites on the internet as far as Hex and Pulse Chain stuff goes. Actually, let me click on the Hex website. I have not checked the new Hex app. I heard it's blazing fast. We're about to find out. It's looking pretty fast. Looking pretty. I mean, I don't have anything connected to it, but curious. Will it show? I don't think it'll show anything unless you actually connect to it. So I guess I can't test the speed for that, but it flips real good. Flips through pages real good. So yeah, that was the new release on that one. Actually, that's a V108. So let me click verify hash here. Verifiable gateway. If you don't know what Go Real DeFi is, or pulsechainapp.com. Yeah, there's a new app. So we're talking about version 107, pretty sure yesterday. Let me check my tweet. I had a tweet on this. Let me check. Or maybe I just didn't. Actually, I don't think I tweeted about the version. Interesting. Yeah, I can. So V108. Okay. Anyways, new Hex app. And then what we're talking about. Okay, Explore. Let me click Explore. And then I can go here. So all the versions here are kept up to date with the official apps. All it does is point to the official app, give you a nice little URL, download stuff, all those good things. One click, boom. Type in the Hex token here. Click on this one. Let's look at the holders. How many holders? How many holders do you think? I was thinking around 300,000. Yeah, we're getting closer to 400,000. So 372,656 holders of the Hex token. Pretty cool. Will we get to 1 million holders this bull run? Maybe. That's on Pulse Chain. Let's go to etherscan.io. We can see the holders on Ethereum. I don't know if HexChart shows the holders for both of them or a chart thereof. Hex. So 337,166 on Ethereum versus 372. So 372 versus 337. Okay. Yeah. Quite what was that? I don't know, 10% more or so. 10% more on Pulse Chain. Makes sense. Pretty good. So that's bullish. Number go up. Hopefully see 1 million. Definitely hope we see 1 million in the coming bull run. Price go up territory, up only type thing that I like to imagine possible for us to get. Stakers as well, 135,000. We talked about that the other day. And then payout per T-share, expiring stakes. Let me go to plscharts.com real quick. One last thing before we wrap up here and get Tom on the screen. So if I go to Hex, so if I click Hex here, what is it? That just takes me to the chart. I want to check particular token, Hex on Pulse. Oh, it just takes me there. Okay. 3.9 million liquidity with Pulse. Pretty cool. By the way, if you want to check the liquidity on Uniswap, you go to pools here. If you want to check it like on See how much is there for Hex. We have the liquidity on other aggregated websites as well, but if you go to Hex here, you can look at, if you go to pools, you're going to get Hex USDC. Yeah, about $1 million liquidity. Hex ETH around 700K, 400K. So what is that? 2 million, 2.5 million, at least on Uniswap between V3 and V2. A little bit of Hex DAI on V4. Huh, interesting. Yeah, V4 the way. So yeah, we're on Uniswap V4. Hex and DAI it shows. All right, yeah, that's around 2.5 million. What it shows on. We go back to pulse charts. What's it show on here? Huh. I wonder if he's pulling. I wonder if why is it showing 400K? Is that just pulling from pulse chain? Because there is, I've seen quite a bit over on the polls on Ethereum on Uniswap. Anyways, community, bullish on community. I'll go with that one. All right. So waiting on Tom to come back here whenever he's ready. I see him sitting in the chair. We'll be ready to kick things off. And chat, you're awesome. Keep up the good work. I'm excited to see this talk. And welcome to Hex Week, Tom Peter Gillespie. How's it going, man?
G'day, champ. How are you?
Doing good. How's it going over there?
How's my volume? Volume's okay?
Fantastic.
Sweet as. Yeah, no, it's all good, mate. Just moving house, shipping out of the old studio, heading to newer, higher grounds. How about yourself?
First one.
How's the
first one moving to Mexico?
Well, arguably it's right next door, actually, in I guess what people call Pulsico, right?
Okay, I like the metaphor. It's right next door. I like it. The community next door. Yeah, Pulsico is that's the crazy country where people running around everywhere and anything goes. And Hexico is a little bit more of like steak and chill. There you go. I like it. Yeah, week's going good, man. Glad you could join us for us. Nice to meet you as well. The first time I've talked to you on screen. And yeah. Excited to see what you got for us on Hexcode to Pulsico.
Yeah, mate, I've prepared a little yarn here, so I'll dive in whenever you're ready, mate.
Take it away.
Right on. Okay, let's just. Yeah. And we're away. Now I'm in the middle of a move, and so it's a little bit messy here in the studio, but for those of you who don't know, I'm Tom Peter Gillespie, and some of you might know me as the bloke who got tangled up in the crypto scamdemic investigating crypto cults like Scooter Coin, made a documentary about the Hexicans back in 2021, interviewer of some of the biggest names in crypto, arguably lost it all on Hex, but somehow still here. So you name it, in crypto, I've pretty much tried it all out. And so once again, for the last 2 years, I've had my binoculars firmly pointed at the wildest community in crypto, the Hexicans, or maybe now the Pulsicans. Yep, Richard Hart's merry band of believers. Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX, I've seen and tried them all, and spoiler alert, I even ended up launching my own little experiment along the way. It's a little known Pulse OG meme coin called G'day. But listen, we'll get to that later. So let's rewind to 2019 for a second. Hex launches, promising outrageous returns, dressing it up as some sort of blockchain certificate of deposit, if you remember. Now, you've heard the headlines. People called it a Ponzi, a scam, the usual. But after an in-depth interview with Richard on fake influencers and reading the crypto headlines over the years and some deliberation with my producers, I finally got in the trenches with the locals. Excuse me, sorry about that. Talking to Hexicans, trying to track down the man himself, watching the locals chant 5555 like it was the Lord's Prayer. Honestly, it felt less like finance and more like the next Doomsday Cult Choir, but with better lyrics. And what of Richard himself? Big bloke, loud voice, diamond jackets, somehow in possession of all the most expensive watches known to man. And he doesn't pitch like a banker, he pitches like a showman. And I noticed the community loves him for that. They call him a visionary, critics call him a scammer. Me? Oh, I call him entertaining. I mean, watching Richard Hart is like tuning into WWE, but instead of chairs getting smashed, it's the hopes and dreams of future crypto plebs, right? And then came Pulse Chain, the great Ethereum killer that was supposed to save us all. But of course, after endless delays, bugs, bridges breaking down, and more excuses than my mate Tommy supposedly manning the mic has, Pulse Chain finally launched. And what did I find? A ghost town with neon signs saying 1 billion raised. Come back soon. But did that stop the Hexicans? Not a bloody chance. They doubled down, and it's been like watching a football team lose every game of this fucking season. Still hearing, this is our year. We're going to make it this year. Now, here's where I come clean, okay? After 4 years of poking around, documenting, interviewing, I thought, do you know what? Why not try this Pulse Chain DeFi bangering myself? So, along with the support of a couple of locals back in 2023, I launched the G'day token on Pulse Chain. That's right. Believe it or not, G'day was one of the first meme coins on Pulse Chain. Was it a joke? Was it social commentary? Was it performance art? Fucking hell, sorry, I'll keep getting a phone call here. Mate, it's not the right time. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Yeah, I told you I'll get you, you're just being impatient now. I'll get you the 5k, okay, in good time. I've got a good thing going on right now with the G'day token, and I'm sure I can get you your money back. Yeah. No, I assume he's recording this. Yeah. Can we talk about it later? I'll call you back later, okay? Right, okay. Fuck up. Christ. Apologies. Bloody BitJoin Studios is still getting up me after all these years about losing all that panger, their hard-earned panger on Hex. I've honestly, it's part of the course, right? When you get into DeFi and crypto, some you win, some you lose. But I tell you what, my producers can get fucked, right? Anyway, where was I? Was it a joke? Was it social commentary? Was it performance art? Honestly, I guess it was a bit of all three, but it certainly served as a perfect catalyst into my latest documentary movie series, Degen Generation, which is definitely coming soon, by the way. I'm just, I'm a bit tied up on post-production. It's been a real mindfuck, to be honest, making light of the past 2 years. It's been an adventure, and, degenning and DeFi proper takes its toll. But what surprised me was how easy it was to spin up a token. Pardon me. Whip up some graphics, liquidity pools, put some community spirit on it with a meme competition. Suddenly you've got randos pooling up and tweeting it's the next big fucking thing for freedom in Australia. I found it hard to wrap my head around that, honestly. But what was most revealing, right, was how value was generated seemingly out of thin air. Something to do with Hart's Law. So I came to understand some of the more intrinsic aspects of DeFi, how liquidity flows through pairs and the importance of ratios and mind share on the socials, etc. All very revealing. And actually, some of it went on to inform the early tokenomics design aspects of my filmmaker code, which is now known locally as Indikin. More on that later. But so here we are, right? 4 years after interviewing with the man himself, Richard, and the Hexagon saga just keeps on rolling. $1 billion sacrifice, a SEC lawsuit, expertly won, arguably by the only man that could do it, social media, fear and loathing, and a community that somehow still believes they're onto the greatest invention since sliced bread. And me, I'm still here, documenting, poking fun, occasionally dropping some alpha of my own, mostly out of my own curiosity, but also because there's a lot of good people here, Surprisingly, not everyone is on the take. Many people do actually want to build here. I'm actually working with a bunch of locals right now on one such project. It's the Indikin project. And if I may, it's an evolution of the entertainment industry. A place where content creators can up their game, move into filmmaking in a specialized ecosystem built, owned, and operated by the very people creating all the value. Sounds crazy, right? But if you understand how production houses interface with studios in the traditional entertainment industry, I think you're going to love how Indikin lifts up creators to becoming their very own sort of production houses, with shared ownership in the very studio that is committed to seeing them thrive. People like Georgia, long-term Hexagon, film industry nerd, now working on her first documentary feature film. And Brian, DJ Lefty, a super experienced indie filmmaker with over 70 titles to his name. Deep pulse chain knowledge, even teaming up with Richard's brother to bring us the film Pulse of Consensus. Dr. Teed, who documents his time hops across vast expanses of space to bring us new ways of understanding one another. The Indicans are already here, right? On Pulse Chain. And we know for certain that we can add value to Pulse Chain in immeasurable ways. Not only in entertainment, new decentralized systems of industry and economic management, but in exposing and onboarding the benefits and rich cultural history of the Pulse Chain community. That community that's been so supportive towards my own filmmaking ambitions over the past years. So it's informed by direct experience. So what's Pulse Chain going to actually become? I mean, really? And what of Richard Hart? A genius, a scammer, a showman? Maybe all three at once? And what of the hexagons? Cultists, investors, or just a bunch of people who really, really love long steaks and spinning a good yarn? Either way, it is as decentralized as it probably ever will be, mateys. And I guess it doesn't really matter what any individual thinks, I'm still digging. And if you're curious about where this Indikin rabbit hole leads, go to indikin.online and don't forget to tell a mate. My journey from meeting the hexagons to learning all about the importance of community, to what motivates degens, to myself becoming a project founder in G'day, and now soon, the realization of a filmmaker-owned ecosystem built right here on Pulse Chain. I'm confident the Pulse Chain story is not over yet. In fact, it's probably just getting started, I'm Tom Peter Gillespie, and thanks heaps to RH Maximalist for the invitation to talk today, and to all the hexagons that have supported my work over the past years. We believe in the Indikin initiative to make Pulse Chain greater and more creative than ever before. And honestly, if you have the capacity to support us, then you should visit indikin.online to get involved.
Okay. It was Hoorah, Hexco, Pulsco. What was your first? I mean, for people who are not familiar with your work and stuff too, what was the what first got you into Richard Hart stuff and like the world? Just as for people who don't know the story.
Well, it was back in 2021, I think, and I was looking for my next documentary project after the Fakefluencer, and actually while I was still in production on that post-production was when I reached out to Rich.
Got the mic. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Apologies. So it was when I reached out to Richard to get comment on the Fakefluencer, or on the industrial Fakefluencer complex, and he was kind enough to sit with me for like an hour and a half or something, and I learned a lot about the man himself then, and the community that gathered around. Just that one interview kind of opened Pandora's box for me, mate. And it's been a wonderful 4 years. Very interesting, very nice, mostly nice experiences. But that's probably because I don't, gamble shit coins, and I focus on making films. So I think it would be different if I was in the trenches with some of the like hardcore DJs, maybe.
No shortage on the pulsechain.com.
What about content creators with the capacity to become filmmakers? What do you think? Of that as a modus operandi for the chain? Because I think everyone can pretty much whip up a TikTok video these days, right? But I guess do you think there's a motivation to go to more long form content?
I think, any form of content that people are interested in watching. I think short form. I feel like, both like the TikTok 30-second, 10-second videos, YouTube shorts, all that, as well as you see podcasts just blowing up. Like, everyone's got a podcast type of thing. Everyone's got, a show, a channel, all those things. So I think, wherever, I prefer a long form content. I'm not much into like TikTok shorts and all that, but as far as getting the message out, I think if you have a brand, a following, long form content's great. If you just want to get like a quick hit and just like things go viral, that's more for short term or short form. I think it's a great place. It's a great time where we have all kinds of different places to post things too, not just TikTok, but X and YouTube and all those places too.
Yeah, and I think there's a balance there between the individual content creator, right, and the chain itself, as in, are you trying to get eyes on your channel because you need to monetize or whatever, or are you trying to get eyes on the chain? And if so, like, history has taught us that documentary and film has been leveraged by all types of political organizations over the years. Or even institutions, right?
Yeah. I don't monetize. That's one of the things about my brand. I just want I want Hex to win. I want people to know about Hex and of course Pulse Chain and all that stuff as well, and come over to a place that has stuff that aligns with my principles and has something for everyone. And I just want to bring people into the ecosystem and hopefully get them a 10,000x, hopefully, by just hearing about it, So for me, and that's the bigger my personal brand grows, just the more influence I can have.
Yeah, and so like the way I see it is there's like the current approach, which is like publishing frequently, consistently, staying on topic, being known for that one thing and just consistently delivering in like bites or whatever. But again, like if we look back at maybe history doesn't serve us so well, but I can't help but think when you can have someone sit down and commit like an hour or two to a piece of content, these days it's a big commitment, right? But it creates a different.
Nope. No, rugged. What happened? About to get into a content creation conversation. Come back, Tom. Don't take him. It's only been 20 minutes. And you're back.
Apologies, mate. My internet drops out now and again.
No worries.
But yeah, so what I was trying to get at was, one feels like running on a treadmill, trying to grab the moments of attention from across so many other, like, so competitive landscape. Whereas, like, I tend to think if you can figure out how to grab that attention of the person and make them feel something over an extended period, be it an hour or whatever, in a more sort of narrative based. Do you know what I mean? It's a different approach, but I feel it creates a stronger or longer lasting bond with those that you're trying to communicate with.
I think you're
and this is kind of like how. Yeah, and this is how I'm kind of thinking how Indikin's going to bring value to Pulse Chain, and I hope, in return, that'll be recognised, because it's no short feat to actually put together a film, even a 15-20 minute short film. You've got to get out there and, unless you're using your AI tools and everything that's become available over the last few years. But nothing beats getting out of the building and going out and meeting real people. And there's something there, that you can't get through the digital realm. It's very difficult to achieve that until you have this cult of personality, which Richard has achieved. He no longer actually, although he did do a few IRL meetings, right? I think he did one in Copenhagen.
Yeah, there was the
he's been
European
out.
tour. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I think, if you provide things of value, it's just like the saying goes, like, society rewards. If you create something of value, you'll be rewarded by society. And I think within the community, like, whatever you're working on, filmmaking or content creation or memes or, new DeFi protocols or just stat websites, like whatever it is, if you create something of value that people use and like and, share and it solves some problem for them, or it gives them, whatever they're looking for, then, society rewards that. So I would also, we're also the ecosystem of no expectations in a way as well. So there's plenty of people who I'm sure don't get the credit for the things that they do, or they think they're doing something great, but Richard doesn't acknowledge them. Or, I mean, literally Richard just I think it's been following him since 2017 and, been streaming and doing stuff for 3 years. He mentioned me one time in the last, ever, the other day. And again, I never expect him to. I never, it's always nice to get acknowledgement and stuff like that. But it's like, that's not something I'm not going to keep working hard because he does or doesn't do that. I have I have my own focus. I don't live my, the other phrase, I don't live my emotions by the candle colors, which helps keep going in the bear market and all that stuff too. So yeah, there was a quote, actually, I saw, let me pull it up. I reposted it today. Funny enough, it's pretty timely. That talks about this. One sec. Because this is something that probably a lot of people are like, I do all these things and I never, the community or Richard doesn't acknowledge me or something. But I think it's, I really try not to have expectations that he's going to retweet my streams or mention me or ever thank me. I don't need that myself, at least. But let's see.
Yeah, and it all feels a bit sort of fleeting as well. That's the thing with social media. It's a big churning machine, right?
Yeah. Like this one, praise others, it will bring them peace of mind. Do not expect others to praise you. It will bring you peace of mind. I think that's so true. I do not expect others to praise me, so don't worry about it.
No, it makes sense, mate. Makes perfect sense. And I think I'm just like looking at it from a content creator, filmmaker perspective. I've been called both, and I just try to distinguish between what the function of each of those avatars is in this not only in Pulse Chain but in the digital realm more broadly, right? Because how do you're trying to achieve trust intercontinentally through screens, right? And it's very limiting. Even like we're having a face-to-face right now, I can get a lot of information out of this stream, just the face-to-face. But 99% of conversations are happening over keyboards these days, and they're missing a lot of context. And it tells me that actually, even right now, we're still missing a hell of a lot of context, right? So it feels like if you can, even through the medium of film or documentary, create or drop down some barriers of trust, to build trust over time, because it's a big commitment, right? As well, I remember people were like, "Who's funding you?" When I first published, like, "Who's funding you?" I was like, "Funding myself." I'm curious what's Hex staking. What are Hexkins? What are you guys up to? I want to try the pie, see what it's all about. And it's a totally different approach. And I don't know how that translates into fiction, like now, fictional films and stuff. But I don't think it's a big step to go from documentary into film. The subject matter is interesting enough, right? And especially when you've got so many wonderful characters in Hexaco, and now on Pulse Chain, it's more gang related, I guess. Like, I'm curious. Like, you were there at the launch of Pulse Chain. You saw what happened just after, right? That was the birth of a blockchain. It's a unique event, especially with an already established community like the Hexkins. So, what did you see? Like, what did you see in those first 6 months afterwards happen on Pulse Chain that that you got excited about, or you got pissed off about? Because
actually, I reposted the video recently. Me and a few other people were live streaming when Pulse Chain launched, which was just a magical, like, crazy thing to happen. Unbelievable at the time. So something that we've been looking forward to for a couple of years at that point. And then there's some great price appreciation. You start seeing the bridge and all these pieces come together, and you start understanding what a blockchain is going to look like that is a fork of Ethereum. And everyone's excited. And I think there was a conference or something happening there at the time. Remember, I think it was in Miami around that time as well. It was kind of like the beginning of this thing. A lot of people again had these expectations. Oh, it's going to do all these X's after launch. And then it kind of like, hey, ups and downs. And then the SEC suit came around the same time the Highest of Stakes came out, and a documentary, or I guess a film made around Richard and Hex and all that. 2023 was a complete just whirlwind of like, wow, this amazing thing happened we've been looking forward to. And then, just kind of dealing with all the ups and downs from that. And then, since then, 2024 was just a grind. Jeez, that was a grind year. I feel like 2024 and the beginning of 2023 were very similar. And then, it was just, there's all these talk a million different directions here with the macro and what's happening with Richard, why isn't he streaming anymore, and the community, and people are disappointed and this and that. But a lot of products, a lot of things got built in the meantime, and a lot of people hopefully DCA their bags to a point where in the future they can get a lot of profit out of them when they do take profits. So I'm just looking forward to this year, the rest of this year, and if Richard comes back, if he doesn't, whatever. I think this place is. And Hexaco, it's an ideal. It's maybe a real physical place at one point, a libertarian paradise type of deal. Maybe it's just always going to be just the community that embodies the values that Hexkins bring to the table. But I don't think we're done yet. I think we're building, and we're about to do mega marketing, which is hopefully going to bring a lot more people in, so we can keep building even higher. So wild time the past couple of years for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm wishing you all the best as well. And like I say, my experience of Hexaco has been, only positive, really. So I'm
lucky you.
Yeah. I'm curious, like, well, like I say, I don't gamble shitcoin, so I don't get involved in all that sort of stuff. It's just, yeah, it's not my thing. But I'm very, been really lucky to meet so many interesting people and interview with some great people as well, especially for this recent DGen doco, which I'll be publishing very soon, within the next month or so. And
yeah,
I think
I just want to say on the fiction part, I think it's really interesting because I've even thought about with AI. I'm not, a filmmaker. I'm not even that good with media. But I thought about if there's a way, if even anyone can just, either do it manually or actually do it, without AI or with AI, either one, telling these stories that happen on chain. Some of them are very inspiring and uplifting, and some of them are just, comical. So I think there's plenty of stories to be told, and even maybe some fun fiction ones as well. So I think there's a lot there.
No, I agree, mate. I agree. I've experienced it firsthand as well. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds. Next 6 months is going to be an interesting ride, I reckon. Yeah, man. Thanks so much for bringing me on. Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. Nice to meet you, and thanks for coming on. And yeah, hope the best of luck in Hexaco, man.
Right on. Take care, bud.
Yeah. See ya. All right. Tom Peter Gillespie on here. Sounds like we may have some more Hexaco, Pulsico media coming out. All kinds of fun stories, all that good stuff. While we're waiting for the panelists, the rest of the panelists to show up, pretty sure they have the links. I only see one in the green room right now. Let me review and see. Oops, I did not. Every day I forget one person. Every single day. It never fails. Never fails. All right. I cannot blame Ben now because that was on me. So waiting on one other one there. Let me go look at the video. Hang on there, Hexaco. All right, I think this is going to be good. I like this. Give me just a second, I'll upload it too. We'll do the transition over to the communist panel coming up soon. Oh, I think we have another participant in the panel as well. Someone the communist community may be very familiar with, who I've yet to have the pleasure to meet, so that should be fun.
Trustless, immutable timeline reward. This is Hex. Community influence, foundation support. This is Hex. No fraud, no forces, no corporate office, no admin keys. True, decentralized markets. This is Hex. This is Hex. This is Hex. Yeah.